Davidson, Conlon, Hanrahan, Gartner, Bevan, Gale, Pearce at captain, Hardwick, Brooks, Roach, Elias and Clark is Potter, Peter and Chris Mortimer, Barra, O'Brien, Greg Mullane is in for the injured Terry Lamb, Steve Mortimer captain, Langmack, Gould, Batiste, Kelly, Folkes and Tunks.
It have shocked me in the Canterbury side. Steve Folkes was one, and of course Greg Mullane. Michael Hagan is ready for first grade, and I couldn't understand why he didn't get his chance today. Although I suppose it's just like Steve Folkes. I see both decisions purely as defensive ones. One, Steve Folkes to wrap up Steve Roach, and two, Greg Mullane to keep the eye on the Balmain halves, especially Scott Gale.
So it's Gary Jack. He's elected to pass. He heard the call from Pearce. It's gone very quickly to Gardner. Gardner's gone 30 metres. Jack backs him up on the inside. Then it goes out to Gardner, but it was a forward pass. The crowd goes back to their seat. It was a forward pass anyway, but that was a smart piece of thinking by Wayne Pearce. Game. And there's a scrum win against the feed for the newfound hooker, Stephen Folkes. Boy.
He did well because Balmain had that 1-1 and then he was able to get his feet in and pull it back.
Chris Mortimer. Oh, that's a strong tackle. I wonder who's on the end of that. You guessed it, Wayne Pearce. Gould turns it inside for Kelly. Back inside for Mullane. Mullane is tackled on the halfway. Mortimer. Mortimer! Inside for Peter. He's looking for support, but there's none there. Peter Mortimer to play the ball. Balmain stretched now. Farah. Farah's taken just outside the line. Dummy half is Greg Mullane. Steve Mortimer. Phil Gould. Short ball. Langmack. Langmack tackled and tries to play it, but he's put on the ground by Pearce. That probably should have brought a penalty, but Tunks, he has scored. Tunks scores for Canterbury. He's a specialist when it's close to the line. Brooks. 7 metres out. The fans calling for Balmain. Oh, Gary Jack. He's over. It's a try. That's a move they put on against Penrith. Exactly the same move. In fact, I can tell you now that I've got to say, in fairness to the Locks, it's pretty hard to tell when the damn thing is clear of the scrum, isn't it? Here's Brooks hitting it up. They might even try this one again. No, they won't. Jack is out wide this time. Elias to Pearce, and Pearce was taken out of mid-air by Langmack. Canterbury are calling anxiously out to the right as it goes out there to Hanrahan, and he's tackled about 10 metres out from the line. Canterbury stacking the blind side as Roach hits it now, and the big man is tackled. Now the Tigers are back very deep to the left. It'll be a push ball. It's Gale who puts a little kick in. He's recovered the ball. It's 6 more for Balmain. They've got a great chance now. Hanrahan across to Conlon, on to Pearce, out to Davidson. Davidson is tackled 7 metres from the line. He'll play it back to Brooks now. Calling the ball is Conlon. That's him with it now. He decides to run it. Conlon is tackled 10 metres out. Away goes Benny Elias. He picks up Roach, and Roach is tackled. Still about 2 metres out. 4 tackles gone for the Tigers.
And the right side's the side to go if they can read it.
Elias across to Gale. A long ball. Intercepted. It'll be a try. It'll be a try, I think. He's running out of ground. Gale's going to get him. Gale, I think, is going to get him. No. Peter Mortimer scored. Peter Mortimer, off an intercept pass, has scored. A few metres into Canterbury's area. Here's Conlon, Bevan. Bevan going across the halfway. A good long pass to Davidson. Davidson chased by Peter Mortimer and Stephen Folkes. He's away from Folkes. Mortimer hasn't got him. He's given the pass. No, he's still got the ball. Davidson 5 metres out from the line. Balmain have got to spread the ball. With it now is Hanrahan. And he's very close to the line. In fact, no, he's ruled the turnover. He's ruled the turnover, the end of 6. And this is how close he went, Hanrahan. inch from the line.
Well, Canterbury Bankstown play a pattern of defence where when they realise they're short, they all angle in and chop you off. Here's
Balmain again. Hardwick, oh, he should have passed it. They had 3-on-1. Hardwick should have passed that ball.
Try went begging, Ray.
Now it's Elias. Pearce would be fuming, I would think, at the moment. He's trying to carry them across the line. They've got something warmed up on the right. Jack is probably the man to look for. Elias goes from dummy half. He's short of the line. Pearce to dummy half now. Jack is out wide to the right. Here comes the ball, but it's a penalty to Balmain. Same zip into their movements as they were 45 minutes ago.
A little rubber-legged.
Yeah, they sure are. And here's the ball spread out to Andrew Farah. Conlon goes across and covers him, ball and all. It's Farah who plays it just outside the 22. Steve Mortimer. Steve Mortimer's gone right through, pulled down by Gary Jack. 12 metres from the line. Broman goes up, finds Gould. He gets the pass to Folkes. Folkes to Langmack. Langmack is over. Langmack has scored for Canterbury Bankstown. Beautiful piece of play. Firstly by Steve Mortimer. Then Daryl Bowman. Brooks has hurt his arm. He's in a lot of pain there on the ground. Potter plays it. Steve Mortimer. Greg Mullane. Broman. Mullane inside the 22. Peter Mortimer inside to his brother Steve, and Steve is over the line. But what's the touch judge saying? It's a try! A try to Steve Mortimer. One would have to see this on the replay, leading by 20 points to 14. Here's Clark. Gale. Oh, Gale's gone into an opening. He kicks ahead. Gale and Potter, a race for the ball. Gale's going to score. Yes! Gale has scored. Yes, a great try. Heavens above. Mortimer feeds. It's one against the feed. It's one against the feed. That's what I was frightened of. Here's Gary Bridge now. Taken to ground. Marquito is the dummy half. Out to Conlon. Conlon looking to go through, but he's tackled 32 metres out. He's played in at the 5/8 position a lot today, Conlon. Now he takes it upon himself to try and beat them. He reaches the 22. He plays it now. And Benny Elias goes himself from dummy half. He's 20 metres out from the line, the little fellow. And now to play it back to Mike Marquito. But of course, if Balmain can get a penalty, they've got Conlon in their ranks and they're in Canterbury's territory. The bomb. And Potter's lost it in goal. Oh! Situation. There's the dropout. What a corker of a kick. Back comes Gary Jack with the football. And Jack has tackled 32 metres out from the Canterbury line.
Well, the reason that Johnson's going on is that Balmain are winning the scrums 5-2 in the second half and 3-1 against the head.
Marquito to play it now. Dummy half, Benny Elias. Out he goes again. Off it goes to Roach. Turns it inside for Hardwick. Hardwick is tackled by Folkes and by Mullane. They've got to go left, Balmain. Here goes Elias. Back to the middle for Roach. Back for Gale. Gale taken by Mortimer and by Tunks. Oh, heavens above, you reckon this isn't a classic game of football? Going right down to the wire. It's out to Marquito. Marquito's tackled. Wayne Pearce is the dummy half. This is the last tackle. Here comes the bomb from Elias. It's up around the uprights. Potter's got it, and Potter's taken it to ground. Another line dropout. Canterbury under a knock. Farah's drop kick. Another big one. Down to Gary Jack again. So we started again. Jack looked at Pearce as if to say, do you want to take this damn thing back or will I do it again? And it's just as well that Gary Jack took it back. He's made a great run. He plays it just outside the 22, and little Benny Elias gains another 10 metres. He'll play the ball again. It's passed by Owens to Gale to Roach. Roach looks for Pearce. Pearce is coming up, but too late. And Roach will play the ball. They need to push it to the left now. It's a penalty to Balmain. Ross Conlon's got a chance to draw it. That's 2 draws in as many weeks. He's missed it. Well, there you go. You never can tell. You never can tell. To Balmain, feed across the scrum against Johnston. Canterbury scrum has undergone plenty of changes in this match. Out to Conlon, quick passing. Hanrahan is held there by O'Brien and by Chris Mortimer. Marquito taken by Tunks and by Johnston. Here it is with Pearce, taken by Langmack. He's played strongly, Paul Langmack. He's given a few penalties away, but he's scored a try and he's played strong. Gale kicks. Coming up is Davidson. The bounce favours Steve Mortimer, and he's tackled over there by Hanrahan. There's the siren. It's all over. What a great game of rugby league we've just seen. Players, I would think, exhausted. The referee would be exhausted. The crowd are out of breath. And I can assure you that there's not much left in these tanks either. Canterbury 20. Tunks, Peter Mortimer, Paul Langmack, Steve Mortimer, tries. Chris Mortimer, 2 goals. Balmain, 18. Jack and Gale, the tries. Conlon, 5 goals. But he missed the one that really mattered.
Don't forget to subscribe. Add your comments and share your memories. If you have any old VHS tapes or even DVD to dispose, let me know. Drop me an email on ceagle666@gmail.com.